Howdy YouTube, Darlington Farm here. Got a short video for you here today. I've just been doing a hell of a lot of stainless steel TIG work over the last couple of weeks and thought I'd kind of show you what all goes into that. A lot of places are not really conducive to shooting video, so I took some stills with my phone, and they'll be in here at the end so you can kind of see some of the projects I've been working on. And but yeah, I thought I would show you here kind of what all goes into doing mobile TIG work like that. So here you go. I guess we'll go through the cabinets here. First of all, everything I did was using this wired remote, which is just awesome. You can set this next to where you're working, and then even as you're going along on a seam, you can kind of have your filler rod hand just kind of quickly dart over to this and give some more heat or a little bit less heat. And I also, at one point, took my shoe off and was using my foot to dial the heat on a particularly pain in the butt spot. So it's not quite a foot pedal, but you can get pretty close. And also, I will say, if you're grinding in a confined space on stainless especially, wear a damn respirator. That first day I didn't, and I just had a really sore throat and messed up head for the next 2 or 3 days. Just using my Jackson hood there. And yeah, onto the actual TIG setup. I was running a Victor edge regulator here. I really like these edge regulators. I've been slowly switching those out as my other ones die, and I really like them. They are really handy, really accurate, and pretty compact too. So I've got 150 foot of shielding gas hose there, and it's all set up with quick disconnects, so I can just leave my bottle in the bottle rack there on the truck, run my hose in, which really kind of makes it handy and a lot less work if you're doing it that way. And this TIG setup here just plugs into my regular leads. That just has a line that runs to the gas block there, which I need to tape back up. And then you've got a torch here with a gas valve. The gas valve is really essential if you are doing scratch start without a foot pedal there, where you don't waste a whole lot of gas. So you just click that on, and then as a scratch start, you just kind of scratch it like you would flick a match to light it. There's some really good videos on YouTube about scratch start. You can also use your filler to just kind of flick in between the tungsten and your workpiece to kind of, you know, flick it on like that. And then when you go to stop your arc, the best thing to do is just kind of pull out really quickly and then pull back, so you maintain shielding on the stainless. That's another reason why I have this monstrous gas cup on there, just to be able to, you know, keep the work shielded when you are breaking the arc there. And I was running about 30 cubic feet an hour, just to really, you know, keep good shielding on the stainless. If you're doing mild steel, you don't really need that much, but just with the stainless, just to where you don't get any discoloration or weirdness, always go high on the shielding gas. There's a scrap of 309 there. Everything pretty much from 20 gauge all the way up to 14 gauge. And when you're doing work like that, it's always nice to have a big chunk of aluminum like that. When you're doing a seam, you can just, you know, vice grip it to that, and that will pull all the heat out of the seam, so you don't have any sugaring on the backside. Which and then also everything before you weld it, I clean with acetone. Clean the filler with acetone, and then you won't have any weirdness or anything like that. Always carry spare, you know, TIG stuff here in case you drop the torch, or lots of pre-sharpened tungstens. And also I will say that I bought the Welding Tips and Tricks guys TIG finger, which actually was pretty handy for that. It kind of keeps you from burning your fingers. And then once again, you know, more gas cups. And then I actually was trying out this, nope, not that one, purple tungsten here, this ProStar. This is the house brand from Praxair, and I actually kind of like it. Don't really like it for AC, but for DC it seems like it works pretty well. And I was just running my SA 250 here, which this machine is really nice if you're running TIG like that. You can run it all day and it'll only burn about 5 gallons of diesel, which is pretty handy. I was running in second gear, and then you set it in remote, and then 0 on this, and then you can change whatever the current is with the remote ditch box there, but I was running anywhere from about 70 down to about 40 on my current there. So I don't know exactly, maybe, I don't know, somewhere around 100 amps I would guess. And then as far as grinders and stuff, I was cutting it with a zip disc and then just using a piece of angle over here, about a 5-foot piece of angle iron for a straight edge, using a lot of flap discs. And then I found these Scotch-Brite pads at Menards the other day, and they are actually really handy for going back over and polishing out any grinder marks on the stainless. So yeah, Menards, and they're actually pretty cheap. So anyway, yeah, and lots of cable. I think at one point I had, like, you know, close to 200 feet of welding leads strung out there, and then yeah, lots of extension cords for your remote box there. So anyway, yeah, the video, or the stills, will be up at the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please check back to my channel here for more you know, welding content. If I get a chance this week, I will actually do a video on actually using a scratch start TIG setup like this, but I just thought I would take some video here and get those up. Anyway, I'm Darlington Farm. Thank you for watching.